Hello game makers and welcome to another tutorial. I am Advanced Map Freak and today we're going to be learning how to make professional maps. So before we start, I'd just like to say my brother, he's left me he's gone to uni, so there'll be a lot more free time for me to create tutorials and videos. And if you can tell by the sound, I am borrowing a mic off a good friend of mine's, and it should be a lot clearer now, and I should be remaking a bunch of new videos, remaking the old videos so that you might be able to understand them clearly. And also I'd just like to say a shout out to Raf Costa, who is a big professional designer, and I sent him an email and he replied back, and it's just given me a really big motivational boost. So without further ado, let's get on to how to create professional maps. So we would start by looking at a different map and I want my map to be connected to this map, and let's just make a gap for us here so that way we don't have to leave through there, otherwise Oak will come and get us. Just cut this out and neaten this up. Now just a few tips on trees is that, as you can see here, these trees on the sides, the edges, they are these left hand side trees, because there is a slight darker green line here that gives the illusion that it's shaded. There's more than one tree there, you know, the shade is a bit stronger there, whereas on the outside edge there is this right hand side tree, and that is because the tree that side is, you know, not really hit by the sun, blah blah blah, but basically that is just the professional way of doing it. Now, it's a big mistake lots of people make. I do it sometimes as well. Just don't do that anymore pretty much. Alright, so we've made our map, not made our map, no, the tutorial finished already. Yeah, we go on to File, Map, and New Map. Now type in your name. Width and height is the height and width of what the map is by blocks. And tile set, different maps use different tile sets. So the tile set 0 is this stuff, as you can see. Tile set 1 is some of the other houses for things, and you can only have 2 tile sets per map, but if you combine them together and stuff, then you can create you can have like a house from Pallet Town in a sea route or something. So you can just experiment with things like that. So let's just create this map, and the first thing I like to do is go into File, Map, and Insert Map. Now this, right now the map isn't actually in the game. By doing this, we will put the map into the game. Now if you want, you can replace a map. If you've already made spaces, you can put one in, but usually what I like to do is just create a new space, just one reserved map, as in the map we're gonna put it in. Yeah, and your bank, this is kind of for organizational purposes. So if we want to put it into Pallet Town, then we would use map bank 4. This first number is the bank, and the second one is the map number. So if we pick map bank 4, one reserve map, it will create and insert it. And if I remember correctly, oh, here we go. Map was successfully registered as map 4.4. Brilliant. There we go. See, map bank 4, but it's the 4th map. Oh, I should have done it as 3. Oh well, doesn't matter. Because the map bank 4 is all the insides of the houses. Oh, sorry, that was a bad mistake of mine. But anyway, you get the general idea. So if we're connecting it up with another map, as I know most of you game makers would do in your actual games, then make sure that whichever side you're on, so mine would be height wise because I'm connecting it from the right, make sure it's the same. It can be different, but it's just a lot easier to edit if it was the same. So mine's is 20 there and 20 here. Actually, I'll show you an example if it was different. So let's just do 30. If you did want to change it, then you would just go here onto the header tab, and you would press change dimensions, and a bunch of this first tile, whatever tile set you picked, will appear. Now if you're using Advanced Map 1.92, which I have recently defected to, then you'll notice a bunch of new map creating tools. So if we use the fill tool, any tile that is the same will fill it up. And Magic Wand tool, I've not really experimented with that. Oh, it's a special fill can, so it I think you can fill it up with blocks of stuff. But anyway, I don't use that as much as these other tools. So let's just start putting some stuff in. So firstly, I would create. Wait, no. Oh yeah, if you switch maps without pressing the save to ROM, it just asks you save changes. Press yes, of course. Now, a good thing to do is to look at how the trees start. Usually they start with the tops cut off, because that is the border-like block. So that's how you would start yours. I'm using the left-hand side tree because remember the trees would be next to each other, and then I'll use the right-hand side tree for the right-hand side because this tree will be on its own. Although I might change that later. So now what we do is, oh sorry, and I forgot that because we're connecting trees up, you'll need to use these upper tiles to create the illusion that they're right next to each other. Now by using the Great Block Pipette tool, we can click and drag on our tiles, and then it'll automatically go on to draw Great Block, which allows us to paint the selected blocks over it, which is a really handy tool, only at Advanced Map 1.92, which is why I like using it when I'm creating maps. Now the tree on the other side. Okay, so I'll just draw the trees on the other side. I won't record it. I'll just quickly do it, and I'll also key in where the entrance and exit will be, and I'll come back and explain what I've done. Okay, I'm back, and yes, look what I've made the map into. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to show you how you would work out where the entrance of your map would be. You just simply count the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 trees down. 5 trees down. That's where the cutoff point is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And oh, what am I doing? Alright, 5 trees down. Oh, I lost my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So we can cut this bit off here. And this is exactly where the exit is for the other map. We just quickly fill in the blanks, and there you go. That's how you do it. And when you're making maps, if they're towns, which is what which is what I'm making now, then there usually is an entrance and an exit, so that players come into the map, into the town, do what they want, and leave and progress with the game. So I'm just going to make the exit down here at the bottom, and you just simply bust open a tree. You can do sound effects if you want. Yeah, there we go. And don't forget, the side where there's no trees, you put a nice block. Yeah, this right hand side one. And if there's going to be trees next to it, then you put this left hand side tree into it. But anyway, there's our entrance and exit. Now what we would do is we would make it look random. So what I like to do is just build a tree, build a bear, building trees. Yeah. Don't worry, this whole thing won't take. Okay, there we go. So what I like to do is I build a tree, and then I just go crazy, just putting trees everywhere, just randomly. Yeah, I can put it there. Go on then. Put trees everywhere. You know, just get a general, because you know this meant to be natural. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're working with. Oh, that's going on there. Especially if you're working with tile maps 0 and 1, then it's very nature based and things like that. So this is just what I've done quickly, and yeah, I'm looking at this abomination that I've created, and I can see what's going on, because 3 things that you'll most definitely need in your town is at least one default normal house, for show, a Poke Center and a Pokemart. So, and also if you want, you can put in a gym if you need a gym in there. So I can already start to see where I would put my things. I would probably put my Poke Center here. I'll just put this thing here just to show. Poke Center. Whoa! Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Make sure you know what tool you're on. That's the only downside with Advanced Map 1.92. That sometimes you just randomly create stuff. Anyway. Yeah, so I'll just put this here to show. Okay, I'm gonna make a Poke Center there. Pokemart, I would probably put it down here. And a house, I would probably put here. No, I'd put it here. And I'd probably get rid of those trees. And then even better, I'd probably put an Easter egg item. Oh, Easter egg, that's not really the right. I'd probably put an item in that corner there. See, so you can see how, you know, by being random at first, if you have no idea, if you have a plan of your map, you can skip this bit. But if you have no idea whatsoever, you know, then just draw randomly. I mean, this is nature. You know what I'm saying? We're working with nature. And even in the cities, usually it's quite random where they are. But actually, city ones I'll have to do in another tutorial. This is how to do villages. Yes, villages. This is how you do villages. Now, I guess I'll just pause it again and neaten it up, and I probably won't do the house. I'll leave that undone, and then I'll show you how I've transformed this unneat version into a neatened version. Hey, so yeah, I've not exactly finished it yet, but I've neatened it up a bit. I'm just showing you how to create the Poke Center, because not all the tiles needed are here. You'd need to scroll down a bit, and the rest of them are here, really. So yeah, I thought I'd just throw that in. Also, I'd just like to give a piece of advice that if you ever feel that, oh, this doesn't look right, you know, where's this tile, where's that tile, feel free to go onto other maps. So you would save this and then go onto Viridian City, and if you look at the header, you'll see that Viridian City shares the same first tile set. So then you'd go onto map, and if you're using Advanced Map 1.92, you can use the palette pipet tool, and you can click on a tile. So if you couldn't find the right hand side bit of the door, you could click on here, and then it would show you where it is in comparison to the rest of the tile set. So I just thought that was a bit of handy advice. I'll get back onto making the map and doing some other stuff. Okay, so I did the Pokemart and finished off the Poke Center, and I'll just show you how to make a house if you're using tile set 0. So I've placed the door, and I think the door is a nice thing to put first because it gives you the general idea of where everything will be based. But to be fair, I think I'll need to move this up 1 to give some space between the pathway and the door. So if you look at this example here, this is just a nice little tight compact house, but oh, these houses use not a different tile set. Yeah, these houses use the other tile set. But if you look at this this tile set, how that's laid out and how they would create a house from that. So yeah, this is pretty simple, but to make a nice professional looking house, I would use this tile on both sides of the door, because, you know, stereotypically like houses are a race, but usually it just seems that the door should be in the middle of the house, you know, and then from there you just have to use a bit of initiative, a bit of common sense. So this part of the roof is above the blank tile, so I would do it above this blank tile, and this part of the roof is above the door tile, so I'd use it there. And then already put that one down. Then you just put the roof, and yeah, it's as simple as that. You know, it's not rocket science to make houses. And then you just clean up any mess you've made. like here and here and here. But I like the idea of a tree being there, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a tree there. Anyway, whoop, I can just quickly do this. But yeah, so as you can see, we've already started getting a a general idea of a place here. But one thing that's recommended, I think I should put a house there as well. But anyway, that's for that's for later. A couple of tips and advice here is that with most maps anyway, the houses are never in a direct line. Well, they are sometimes, but usually they're not, especially in villages. In proper cities and towns they mostly are, but in villages they're most definitely not. So as you can see here, this one's base is on that line, this one's base is on this line, this one's base is on that line. It just looks a lot more random, a lot more, you know, thing. If anything, I should really move this house down a block because it's hugging the wall like the Poke Center. Move it down 2 blocks. That's one way of moving something. I said with my fingers, making those brackets. That's one way of moving something effectively, just by using the big select tool. So oh, my tree. So you can see that. Why am I covering it up? Oh, anyway, I'll sort that out later. So yeah. So that's how yeah, I can see this map coming along quite nicely now. But as you can see here, I want this tree to be diagonal of this tree. But there are a few tiles here that don't really support this kind of complexity. Ooh. Yeah. So it's recommended, I saw this on somebody's forum, that you create a set of tiles like this. Not on Paint. This is, I just downloaded the picture, but this is what kind of tiles we're about to make. And as you can see here, there are some tiles that have the diagonal edges of the tree. So I'm just going to show you how to use this block editor. And to make your maps really professional and really unique, you need to master how to use block editor. Yep. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's just carry on. So what I did was I just scrolled down, and you should really edit the blocks that are black and plain. Not the first one. I tend to stay away from that one. But some of the other ones you should manipulate. Don't use sorry about that. What's going on with me today? Don't use the blocks that are already taken. You never know, you might need them. I mean, they are the basic blocks. But if you scroll down far enough on whatever tiles that you're using, there's usually a black line, black bar full of, well, black tiles that you can use. So yeah, the kind of effect we're trying to create is the edge of the tree on the diagonal bottom of the tree. I don't know how to really explain that, but anyway, let's create this this side first. So as you can see, we've got the bottom, the right hand side of the tree there. So as you can see in here, we only have the left hand side of the tree. So what we need to do is we click on the bottom of it and we use X flip to flip it, and then we just fill in the blanks like if it was a miniature scale of advanced map. Now oh, I've not even explained down and up. Down, oh, press save. Down is essentially the background image, and up is the image on top of it. So that way we can use it to create more complex blocks. So now that we've done this, we would need to create, take X flip off, create the top of the tree. We press save, and as you can see, now the top of the tree is over that edge one. So I'll just go over that one more time for the slow folk at home. So I'm not using XFlip this time because I want the left hand side of the bottom tree, and they even have a slightly different right hand side bit, bar this edge bit, and there you go. You've created the 2 new tiles that you can use. Press save about 100 times and press X. Save changes. Yes. Right, so then if we scroll down, we should see our 2 new tiles over here. So now if I select this one, then we should have a nice looking connection here, and like this we can create some really smooth looking trees. Oh, I think I used the wrong bottom there. And we can just have a nice effect going on here. Ooh, it's just giving me an idea that I could create. I could have another item up top here, hidden behind the walkable tips of the trees. But yeah. So wait, what am I doing? I can use the big block tool. Big blocks for the win. Wait, I think I'm not sure how to use this. Wait, how I would make it. Yeah, no, that failed. Anyway, that was just one trick I was showing you, how to use the block editor. I forgot its name. The block editor. And I'm just gonna go neaten up this map some more with some of these new blocks that I've created, and then I will come on to the next step. Alright, so I've neatened it up a bit. There's no mistakes I can see at the moment. Ooh, just click my fingers there. So on to the next step. After putting in your houses and your centers and your marts and stuff, now we can place any mountainry or any any water or mountains you want to put in. Now you can just start putting them in. So I'll just put a nice little stream or something here. And one big thing is that, you know, I see a lot of people when they make maps that they just do something like this. You know, look at me, I'm making, oops, look at me, I'm making a am I using the right tile there? This is just an example. Oh, look at me, I'm making a I've just said that about 50 times now. I'm making a river. Yeah, oops. Yay, look at my little pond. It's so cute. It's so cute. Well, you come to me and you show me an example where a pond in a village is exactly perfectly square. Actually, there probably is, but this is Pokemon, not real life. So our rivers are not going to be exactly square like that. We can make them slightly randomly shaped, you know, experiment with it, not put them square. In terms of mountainry and stuff, I'm gonna downscale because this map is kind of small. I'm gonna work with ledges. Now, yeah, this is the middle tile for the ledges, and those are the edge ledge tiles. Edge ledge. So I think I'll put one here. Whoa! That was a very masculine whoa. I think I'll put a ledge here. I'll probably have a ledge here for the sake of it. Oh, actually, will that look alright? I think that'll look a bit dodgy. Meh, leave it. And yeah, so I've got a couple of ledges. It just adds a bit of dimensions. Don't leave your ledges like that, please. Please edge your ledges off. Edge your ledges. Edge there. So much nicer. Nicerer. Alright? So yeah, pathways. Adding a pathway is pretty important, I would say. I have to admit I did a bit forget about it, but in terms of adding a pathway, usually the pathways excuse me, usually the pathways lead, as you can see there, this beautifully intricately made one. The pathways lead right up to the doors of the houses. That is a nice village. So, whoops, why not go in there? So if you've planned yours out a bit nicer than mine's, then you can make that too. Now, I'll just show an example. Alright, we start with a pathway there. The middle block is the one that leads right up to it, as you can see, because it actually literally goes inside and it cuts in. So if we come back out, then as you can see here, it's a bit more clear on these ones, but these are outside turn blocks, so it's not really noticeable, but without them your thing would look kind of crappy. So this is a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. It's a bit fun. Whoops, that's definitely wrong. It's a bit fun to mess around with. Wow, what am I doing? You know, I think I should. You know what? Let me just use this one so I can see what's going on. There we go. Yeah. So these blocks. You know. What was I gonna say? I just completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they're like outside tan blocks. So you use them to just make those tans that you're not sure how to do. Yeah, so finally I've worked out how to exit the house. There, that's what you do. You use an outside tan block and then an inside tan block. And thickness of your pathways is not very important, I would say. You know what? Here's one good tip. Just randomly lay out where your path is gonna go. So mine's gonna go, I think, yep, it's compatible with jumping off my ledge. So mine will jump off the ledge, probably climb behind there somehow. Yeah, climb behind there. There'll be, oh, why am I not drawing it? Alright, climb behind here. Connect up with the Pokemon. It'll be a bit thick. Oh, I might have to use the block editor. Oh, Hussein's using the block editor. Oh, Hussein? No, advanced map freak. Yeah, you guys know my name is Hussein. I've just been told that I shouldn't really use my name. You know, what's the whole point of having a YouTube account and everything if I just say my name's this, blah blah blah, come find me here, stuff like that, stuff like that. But anyway, I'm getting too distracted. Alright, there you go. Now this is my basic pathway, and I'll have to move that because I'd want my pathway to connect the entrance and exit. I made it a bit thick there. Oh wow, this is actually coming along nicer than I thought. They were pessimistic over here. But anyway, yeah. So you can see generally that's what I've done. I've not put a pathway up here because secret item over there later on. But let me just build in this pathway, and then I'll come back to you and we can see how it looks and what I've done. Alright, so I've done the pathway and I added a tiny bit of water. I've not given myself much space for water, I have to admit, but if you've obviously made your maps bigger and you know you've not put so many trees down, as I've just realized I have, like this amount of space of trees is just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, then feel free to go a bit more crazy with the water. Just a few tips with water wise. Professionally, you know, the edges, if you're like how I've done this, these edges right here are just this middle block. Don't forget, the best thing to do is just reference other maps, look at other maps, see what they've done, and you know, try to copy that. And also, let's just say you are building this, and you came to a stage like, okay, look, you've made the curves and things, but then there's a bit of rock missing there. Make sure whatever kind of water, because I can see there's different types of water here as well, whatever kind of water you're using, make sure you get this kind of block here and you fill it in correctly so that it looks all nice and professional and proper. So yeah, that's water. Even then I've got a strange feeling I've done the shadowing wrong or something, but I'm not a professional with water yet, unfortunately. But anyway, I think that's pretty right. So now that we've done that, we've made a borderline and an outline. We've put some houses in. We've done some water, some mountains, and some pathways. Now, just to make it a bit more pretty, we need to put in some flowers, bushes, and fences. So yeah, if there's plain spaces, I just like to dab a nice pattern of flowers. This map is a bit what's it called? Whoops. This map is a bit compact anyway, but you know, still nice to add the odd flower, the odd bush. Where should I put it? Odd bush next to somewhere. The odd bush here. Yeah. Fences wise, personally, in villages like this, I don't like putting fences in. But if you need to put a fence in, then feel free to put a fence in. I guess fences are just like the pathways. You know, there's corner blocks, outside blocks, plane line blocks, final edges blocks and stuff as well. Is there anywhere I can put a fence? There is absolutely somewhere where I can put a fence. I guess I'll just, as an example, I'll block off this water bit. So yeah. Oh no, I can't block it off. Oh no, I've badly done this. Yeah, but you see how this goes. Yeah, I guess I'll just line it off at the top, just so I can say I have a fence in mind. Do you have a fence in your map? But yeah, there we go. There's a nice little fence there. But anyway, so yeah, fences, flowers, bushes, and also to manipulate these trees, just in case there's one extra line of somewhere, like, oh yep, I know I don't want it to be hugging the map, but come on, that's just ridiculous. And just dash these trees in. Yay! Wait, let me put a second layer in. Yeah, you just dash a few of these trees in, then you're sorted. There you go, covered up that space there quite nicely. Where else can I put one? Oh, I need to go back into block editor, but if I do, then I can use this. I can manipulate these tiles again and dash some there at the bottom. Oh, I know where to put one. I could put one. If I put one here, then I can put a bushy over here. Yay! No, that doesn't look right. No, it looks horrible. I'll just put two sets. Oh, got a good idea. I'll put it like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together now. No, I think I'll put one more. So you just kind of wing it. You're just hearing me making loads of sound effects. Oh yeah, yeah. But you just kind of wing it. Whatever you think looks nice, do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's how you make a professional looking map. You know, we started with something as nasty as just a board, and now we actually have something presentable. The next step is adding people. But if you want to learn how to add people and give them crazy looking scripts, then you should check out my scripting tutorials instead. I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I am going to show you, or just tell you, what a border block is. A border block is every other tile outside these ones. So it's pretty much all the tiles that the player can't see. No, can see, but if they went up to the edge of this map, what would come after that? Best explained is these inside houses maps. So if the player went to the edge here, what would they see? What would they see? They would see just black, which is what the border block is. What would they see here? Just black. Well, I say just there, but across those edges, just black. So well, we don't want just black to be there, and we know the player can reach right up the edge and probably see past that tree. So what we would need to do is create a border block like so. Wait, is that the right border block? You'll have to make sure it's right. Let me see. It's connected to 3.0, and this. Oh, sorry, I did it one down. There we go. So now, if you just imagine that this being pasted all the way across down there and across the bottom here as well, it fits. Oh wait, I should really do it. Oh no, I've done it wrong again. Oh, I think I know I've got quite a bad headache right now. Yeah. But anyway, no, look there, I've done it. Save. So now we have our map. But at the moment, it's just inserted into the game, and there's no way of the player actually reaching said map. How do we make the player reach said map? By using this button. I've probably taught you two buttons that you've never used before. I know I had to watch a lot of things to get to grips with these buttons. But anyway, here we go. Now, what this button does is builds the connections with the maps. With 1.92, Advanced Map 1.92, you can actually see previews, and you can take them off as well, but you best leave them on. and this gives you a really good idea of what it will look like. So if we press add, and if we add a left one, and if we do the map bank and map number 3 and 3 0, then what should happen is it should give us an idea of what it will look like. And as you can see, we have perfectly lined this up. The border block will sort out all this area and all that area, but it's perfectly lined up. We go in there, we just walk in there, simple, standard, nice. Save, and we're sorted. Now what we've just done is, if we were in this map, if we were teleported to this map and we were to move left, then we'd go to 3.0, just like a warp would be. But what we've not done is, on this map, where would it connect to? So what would happen is, we'd walk into this map, and there's no way we'd be able to go back. It'd just glitch up. So make sure when you're doing the connections for your map, make sure that you do it for both sides of the map. So if we just press add, and we add a right one, then it's it's trying to connect it up with route 1. We want it to be connected to our map. Oh yeah, 419 does not exist, but 44 does. Ha ha ha. And then we press save. Save diddly save. There we go. Oh wait, I think I just deleted the route 1. Oh well, who cares? It's only Pallet Town, the main first town ever. But yeah. Close. Save diddly save. And now I guess the only thing left to do is to test this out. No, not yet. Not testing out. Now we've done the map, and we've finally done map. Now we need to go on to movement permissions. Now everything at the moment should be C's or O's, depending on how much you've copy and pasted stuff. I like to start with a board full of C's, so the tools here are the same as well, so you can big block select things and do stuff like that. So in case you don't know, 0 is a weird number for when you're changing through heights and levels and stuff. We don't really need to mess around with that. 1 means you cannot go through it. So if we just plop a lot of 1s around these trees, that means the player won't be able to go through these trees. What things like what is it? I can't remember. Pokemon Replay. No, basically certain hacking tools when you're actually playing the game manipulate these movement permissions so that you can just walk through everything. Also, if you're doing trees, don't put 1s on the tips of the trees. You are actually allowed to walk through them, but it's set so that you can walk under them in the game. That's on block editor and stuff. So yeah, the tops and edges of the trees, do not cover them up. You would have to be a fool to do that. But anyway, that's 1. C basic is the bottom level, so you can just walk around basically with C. You can walk on that thing. I think 10 is first level, so if we did use mountains, sorry I didn't, if we did use mountains, then we'd have to use 10 for the next step up. And yeah, and the rest of these have a gazillion different functions. I don't know all of them, I just know those ones really. But yeah, if you ever need to use new ones, or you can figure them out, or you can search them up yourself. I'm pretty sure one of these is for going under something. So if you want to use bridges and manipulate that, then you can do that. So, oh yep, another tip in terms of 1s: put 1s over your ledges. The player can still interact with them, as in jump over the ledge, but what the 1s do is stop them from the left and right side, stops them just walking through the ledge, like left and right of it. So I'm going to go ahead and color the rest of this in, and then wait, 4 is water. Yep, and you know what 4 does? It lets you surf on it. Yay! So if we had somebody with surf, we could surf on that water. So yeah, that is the movement permissions. And then after you've done the movement permissions, then you'd move on to events, wild Pokemon is something different, and I'll have to go through that when I make another tutorial, which is how to make roots. Oh. So anyway, let me quickly finish off these movement permissions, and I'll be right back showing you how it's all turned out. Alright, just a few things. As you can see, look how the block is in effect. I can walk right to the edge and it's just black blocks. Yeah, so let's just go outside. And also on the doors you should put a 1 in terms of movement permissions. Hey, what's going on there? Oh, I think I messed around with the map connections. That's why that looks dodgy. Sorry. Oh, it's laggy. So yeah. Oh, also on this map. Whoa! Spoiler alert. Spoiler warning. But also on this map, Pallet Town 3.0, I remember on your other map to change the movement permission so you can move on to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't stuck here. And oh wait, sorry. Yeah, this is me showing you that I did get stuck and I forgot to do it. But I've already changed it now, so I'm just gonna quickly open up the ROM again. Yeah, I'll just quickly open it up again. Alright, so opened it up again. Move the mouse out of the way for the big moment of Hussein's advanced map freaks and grand unveiling. So bad. Anyway, alright, as you can see, the path looks very neat and clean. In terms of movement permissions, yep, that's nice and smooth. Move behind there. That's nice. That's nice. Very nice. Little plant there. I think it would look nice if there were people in here as well. Yep, you can't walk through the ledge, but you can jump over it. Yay! Jumping over ledges work. Yep, this looks very. Actually, this does not look at all smooth. I think I need to sort that out a bit. The border block just looks absolutely horrendous. Yep, I've not even made an exit. I've not connected it to another map, so yeah. But in terms of everything else, I think it looks really nice. There's a way through the map. The pathway helps the player work out where to go. Pokemon looks nice. Question or not whether to put those trees there. Yeah, I don't know. You can walk behind the roofs of most of the houses, so with the Poke Center, a bit, that really top edge, and the houses you've seen before. Nobody would ever know to go up here and get the secret Pokeball, which I've not even put in yet. That's how secret it is. Whoa, wow, that's bad. But anyway, yeah, I've realized how long this video is. I'm sorry I made it so long. I was hoping it'd just be a short, quick video just to say, you know, I'm back. It's taken me a long while to get used to making videos again. I've sorted out an intro. In terms of outro, I'm not so sure yet. Yeah, I hope it looks all nice and professional. I hope you like this new voice of mine, this clear voice of mine. Thank you to my friend who let me borrow this. Thank you to Rafcosta for giving me the motivation to move on and do this properly and with a bit more oomph. And thank you for you guys for being there, constantly giving me support and things. So this has been Advanced Map Freak, and that is how to create professional looking maps. I hope you learned a lot. I know I have. And I'll see you next time.